My name is Lindsay Scott. It's September 20th, 2018, and I am doing the lab experiment, Bacterial Morphology and Staining Techniques. So I have the first swab, and I have my first slide labeled. I'm going to do this slide and wipe it. In this circle. And that one's done. Okay, now I'm going to heat fix the slide with the candle. Okay, I have crystal violet. I'm going to do 1 to 2 drops over this in the staining tray. And then I'm going to let it dry for 60 seconds. Now I have this slide, and I'm going to look at it under the different lenses on the microscope. Okay, I have the next slide, 3 neg M, and I have the Congo red, and I'm going to drop it on here. And then that's it for that. I have the next swab. Okay, so now with this swab, I have transfer to the Congo red. Now with the clean blank slide, I'm going to place it and scrape it along this slide. And then I'm just going to allow it to air dry until you can't see any liquid. Okay, so now for this one, I'm going to view it under the microscope and on the different lens, and I will observe which one is the best. Okay, so I have the E. coli culture. I'm going to take it and place it on the prepared slide. First, I'm going to sterilize. Take that, and then I'm going to place it on this slide right here. Okay, I'm going to sterilize again and recap this one. Well, I'm just going to prepare all of the slides at once so that they can all air dry together. So I have Cerevisiae, and I'm going to set it right next to this one. I have the broth. So I'm going to sterilize the tip. And then I'm going to grab it and place it on the slide. Okay, so I'm going to re-sterilize it and place the cap back on. So now I have S. epidermidis. I have the broth right here. I'm going to sterilize. And then I'm going to prepare the final slide for the gram staining. think they're all prepared. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and heat fix all my slides really fast. And then I'll let them sit for 10 minutes to cool. Oops. And that will be done for heat fixing, and then I'll start the gram staining. Okay, so I'm going to start the gram staining process right now. I have E. coli in the tray, and I'm doing 1 to 2 drops of crystal violet. So I'm going to let that sit for 60 seconds, rinse it, and then I'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm moving to the next step of gram staining. I have the iodine right here, and I'm going to do 2 to 3 drops of this one. And then I'll let it sit and move to the next step. Okay, so I'm on step 3 of gram staining, and I have the decolorizer right here. I'm gonna do 2 to 3 drops, let it sit for a minute, and then I will move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm on the 4th step of the gram stain. I'm going to add the saffron in 2 to 3 drops. I'm gonna let it sit, and once I rinse the slide, I will let it completely dry on a paper towel. Okay, so I finished every step for the gram staining for E. coli. I'm just gonna repeat the same steps for my next 2 slides that I have, and then I'll be ready to look at them under the microscope.